Happy Monday, everyone. I kind of discovered today, or kind of realized today, that it's not only the workforce that kind of dreads Monday, it's kids too. I had two kids in my bed with me this morning, kind of telling me I'm too tired to go to school, or I'm not feeling well enough, or all these other things. And it really got me thinking because my two kids learn very, very differently. They both have tremendous strengths and skills, but the method in which they learn is drastically different. And for my daughter, I can relate to that way so much better than that of my son. But she's one who loves school. She loves the social aspect. It tends to come pretty easy to her, which you wouldn't think actually comes with its own struggles, because all of a sudden when you hit a subject or a certain aspect that's more difficult, that isn't coming to you as easily, you really tend to stress about it because you're not used to the adversity in your academics. You're used to things flowing pretty easily and being able to get things done in a timely fashion, and still being able to balance having some downtime or fun time or iPad time. So she seems to be stressing out a little bit lately about long division. And so I told her, you're not going to be perfect at everything. There's certain things that are going to take a little bit longer to learn or get familiar with, and it just takes practice. But she's not really used to that, so it's just foreign to her. So it's been interesting to kind of see, but I can completely relate with that. I never had to really take notes or anything like that, but I do want to try and teach her how to do those things and how not to procrastinate and not to take advantage of the ease in which some things come to you, because the work ethic that goes along with all of this is just as important, if not more important, because then you're able to deal with the subject matters or the items that maybe not come so easily to you, that you have to work a little bit more for. If you've got the proper work ethic and the methodology down, then you tend not to stress as much about those things, because even though it may not be coming quite as easily to you, you've got the methods and the skills in place, the tools in place to be able to help you work through those things. My son, on the other hand, very social as well, happy-go-lucky and everything else, but definitely has to work for things a lot more than his sister. And it's a little foreign to me. So when I'm helping him with his homework, it's a challenge for me, because I'm trying to take this at his pace and I'm trying to work through these different things, and I'm keep looking at it going, why aren't you getting it? Like, it's right there. It's just this. So it's been quite a learning curve for me, in the sense that I have to think of different ways to convey the message or trying to explain things so that he gets it and that he can work at his pace and that he doesn't get frustrated or see any frustration on me, because he shouldn't. He's working really hard at things most times. And I really just want to encourage things along, but I've got my own little issues that I'm dealing with, and so some nights, if he's fussing about having to do homework and my patience is low or my anxiety is high, it gets really hard to balance those two. Whereas on some nights when I've got more patience, where I'm more rested or whatever else, and he's engaged in the homework aspect, things seem to go really well. But no matter what, things need to get done, and he needs to be encouraged along the way, and he needs to know that he's capable of these things and that he just has to work for them. Even though he may see others where it comes so much easier, that doesn't mean he can't do it. It just means that he's got to do it differently, or he's got to work at it a little bit more. So it's amazing how two kids, same environment, same parents, all the rest of the stuff, are so different in so many ways. And because they both go to school in French, and I'm the francophone parent of the two, I'm the one that tends to do most of the homework and that. So it's been quite an experience for me to learn how to address their needs individually while still trying to accomplish everything else that you do as a mom when you're trying to do supper and everything else, and still provide them with the time and the attention that they need to help through their individual needs. So even though one may find things really easy, you can't neglect that one, because they still need help and encouragement in certain ways. And then you need to be able to allow yourself time for the one that needs the more attention and will take more time to do things, because it's very important to keep them motivated and keep them going and keep them encouraged. And so it's a very interesting thing to see how they start their week, their work week, with some trepidation, in the same way that a lot of people do into the workforce, which I think is why direct sales tends to be such an appeal to a lot of people, is because it's never really a Monday. Any day that you start any day of the week, you can work at any time of day, you can work at any type any at your leisure type thing. So I can definitely see the appeal in there, but that in and of itself also doesn't have is not without its struggles. And I've discovered there as well that you can be taught to do things a certain way, and it doesn't necessarily work for you. So you need to be able to look at alternative ways to make things a success for you. The same way that I have two kids that learn things very differently, I may have a completely different approach than how I was originally taught to do the direct sales, or one that I'm more comfortable with, or one that matches my personality better. So having some resources at hand and having the right people around you and the right tools around you, that you can develop the methodology that you need in order to learn and progress the way you need to in order to be the success that you want to be. So hopefully everybody out there is having a great day. And I have so many tips and training and stuff to offer. I'm not just with my kids, but with everybody out there as well, that if you're struggling with different things, don't lose hope. There are a ton of different ways to accomplish the same goal. You just need to find the right method that works for you, and the right resources and the right support that will help you grow your business and yourself to be exactly the success and that you're driving for, that you really want. So don't give up, and let's push strong for the end of this month and into the next. Have a great day, guys. Bye.